2 o'clock, we got Purdue traveling to UConn. So let's go what happened last week. I was wrong on this game. One of the few games I got wrong last week. Purdue did end up beating Oregon State 30-21. Jack Plummer went 29-41, 313 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he's looking like a pretty solid quarterback for the Boilermakers. Honestly, he's been probably, I think, one of the bigger surprises to me for last week. For last week's college football season, he was one of the bigger surprises for me. Xander Horvath, a guy I've never heard of, but did have a very productive day, had 21 carries for 81 yards and a touchdown. David Bell might be the next best receiver out of Purdue. Man's an absolute god. 8 receptions for 134 yards. He is absolutely murdering it with the Boilermakers. Watch out for the Boilermakers. I like talking about the Boilermakers just a tad. You got Iowa. Everyone's looking at Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota. I think Northwestern's going to have a down year this year. Obviously, Nebraska and Illinois are the bottom tier of the Big Ten West. Don't be surprised if Purdue pulls off a couple of upsets this year. They look like an extremely solid football team. And they don't draw some insane schedule from the other side. Like Iowa has to play Penn State. Wisconsin already had to play Penn State. Minnesota had to play Ohio State. Purdue, I don't believe, draws any of those 2 tough teams from the other side. So Purdue, I mean, they get a pretty good schedule from the other side. If they pull off a couple of upsets against Iowa and Wisconsin, we could be looking at Purdue maybe in the Big Ten Conference Championship. They looked really good last week. This should be an easy win for them, and I'll explain to you why. UConn has been absolute trash, right? 0-2 to start the season. They had an 0-45, 0-4. They lost 45-0 to Fresno State. They lost 38-28 to Holy Cross, an FCS team. In that game, their starting quarterback, Jack Zergiotis, went 17-41, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. It's not good. That's not a good day. UConn is playing really poorly. And on top of that, the absolute drama that is going on with that program. You have, obviously, their head coach said that he was going to retire at the end of the year, and then he was like, yeet, I'm going to get out of here right now. And now they're stuck with an interim head coach. The program is in absolute shambles. UConn is just not doing well. And the fact is, Purdue looked really good against Oregon State. I think UConn is just going to get run over by this train that is the Boilermakers. See what I did there? It's pretty funny. Purdue's favored by 35 points in this game. There's a reason why. Give me Purdue to win and cover. Dominate the Huskies.